Hello and welcome to the next video of my Worlds 2024 preview series. We're going to cover 100 Thieves, who are going to play-ins as the LCS 3 seed. I actually had this team going to Worlds in my two early Worlds predictions back before they announced that there would only be 3 teams going to the event. I actually had them going as the 4th seed over NRG. I had Cloud9, of course, in the top 3 and then 100 Thieves 4th, but I did have 100 Thieves over NRG. Not to pat myself on the back, but I did have a lot of hope for this team, and we're going to talk about that. The last result for this squad internationally is Worlds 2022. They would drop out in group stage. A young team in a couple roles, very inexperienced internationally. Only one player actually has played in an international event before. If you've watched me cover some of the other play-in teams, I've discussed how I believe the 100 Thieves and Mad Lions are both in a situation where they could be knocked out in play-ins. I truly believe that. There's a lot of question marks on these teams, and let's get into it. So first we have Sniper in top lane, youngest player at the event. I'm pretty sure without looking anything up that's probably the case. He's still only 17 years old. Very bright future. I'm very happy to see him at this event. To see him in Quid. And I wish Meech was still playing. I think if Meech was in the lineup, they would still be here. Meech did well at times in summer, and it is a shame that he was given the boot for Tomo and that whole situation that occurred. So, well, not the boot, but he's substitute. It's just a mess. But Sniper in top lane, these stats are not promising. In playoffs, in 18 games, had a 1.2 KDA, 6.8 CS per minute, and a 41.6 kill participation. So, to break those numbers down for a second, well, we're dying a lot, and we're not involved, so that's why we're not getting kills and assists. So when we die, it means more. We're not farming, and, well, this is the deal here. I always say this, if you're not fighting and you're not farming, what are you doing? Creating pressure. Well, if you're creating pressure in the side lane, you should be getting farm. I mean, maybe if I look at the LCS and all the CS per minutes, maybe they're all around 7, so it's justified that it was that low. But in the grand scheme of things, and we look at other regions and things like that, 6.8 is extremely low. I mean, you got players with 9 CS per minute at this event with higher kill participations. They're involved and they're getting farm. They're getting resources. And understandably, there are some teams that don't play the top side, but you do still need to get farm. Like these, that's very low. 1.15 damage divided by gold. 16% of the team's damage, 19% of the gold. He's literally the 4th carry on this team, and it's not close. Like, he has jungler damage, and that's something. 2.4 vision score efficiency. On average, behind 400 gold, 10 CS, and 521 XP at 15 minutes. I've said this about the play-in regions, and I'm going to have to say it about this team too. You cannot go that far behind domestically and expect it to go better at an international event. Going into a player like Kiea or Ozzy, Evie. I mean, these guys, Mirwin, like, these guys are better than these. I mean, those guys are going to eat. I mean, maybe Sniper could show up, right? Might have been a rough go. He's a young player. I'm not saying that he does not have the potential to be great. He does. He's very young, and he's got to be shown great. So I'm just being honest about what the team's prospects are here. 4 solo kills, only 5 champions in 18 games. River, only player with international experience on the team, has went on runs internationally with PSG Talon. And in part, that does give them some promise that he has been on squads and play-ins before and found a way to get things done. And he is a very good player, very good facilitator. 2 KDA, 6 CS per minute, but an 80% KP. He is the one making things go for this team. 4 out of every 5 kills River is involved in some way. 1.22 damage divided by gold, 17% of the damage, 19% of the gold. Like I said, he's a bigger threat than Sniper is. 3.37 vision efficiency, which is the highest. Ahead 350 gold, 1 CS, 80 XP, which is no surprise. I mean, River is world class at this event. He's not going to be the reason why this team loses, not even close. 3 solo kills, 11 champions in 18 games. Internationally, he's 25 and 24. 2.5 KDA, 70.5 KP, 5.7 CS per minute, and almost 1 damage per gold is 0.94. Worlds 2020 and 2021 would be out in group stage. In mid lane, we have Quid, another young player with a lot of potential. I was like, if you look back at the channel, I think in 2022 I was saying, hey, Quid should be on a roster. What are we doing here? Gen G's got him locked up. Somebody should be making a move. What's the deal? And he finally gets an opportunity last summer. And of course, that squad had issues. You know, we had the double lift and things like that going on. So that team was an enigma. But Quid is a carry in mid. He's very, very good. He's only going to get better. I think he could have played in the East. Whether that happens now remains to be seen, but he could have. 2.7 KDA, almost 10 CS per minute, and a 63 KP. So, like I said, this team does not fight together. This is not like Pain Gaming and not like Gen G that we just saw. 1.6 damage divided by gold. 29% of the team's damage and 25% of the gold. He gets the biggest gold share, but isn't actually dealing the most damage on the team. And I've said this before as well. You know, you want the guy you're giving the most gold to be doing the most damage, especially in a carry role. 3.23 vision efficiency at 15 minutes is pretty much even with LCS mids playing against Quad, Jojo, Pune, etc. Jensen, I believe. 19 gold ahead, but down 3 CS, 133 XP. So internationally, I do think he's going to play better than that. I think against better competition, he is going to step it up because he has played against these guys prior. If they somehow do get out of play-ins. 7 solo kills, 8 champions, 18 games. Bot laner, we got Tomo. Played with Dignitas, got moved over to 100 Thieves, and showed up and went on a run. There's no doubt about it. He went on a run, took the job, and did work. I mean, he had glimpses with Dignitas that looked okay. I was not going to blame him for Dignitas's struggles. If I recall last year, I don't think I did. No, it was Dove. I was blaming Dove a lot, I'm pretty sure, for that one. Maybe that they're talking about spring. 3.2 KDA, 8 CS per minute, 70.4 KP. It escapes me how many Senna games he had. If he had a couple, then that's why the CS is so low. If he didn't, that's a pretty low farm. 1.74 damage divided by gold. 30.5% of the team's damage, leads the way, and it has 23% of the gold. So very efficient in that department. The team gives him 23% of gold. He gives them back 30.5% of damage. So very, very efficient. Down 160 gold. We're going to combine this with the Ayla. But down 160 gold, 7 CS, up 159 XP, 9 champions, 18 games. Support is Ayla. 1.6 KDA, 75 KP. So River's playing the bot side clearly based on these KP numbers. We have 2 high KPs in bot lane and then River at 80%. So if anything, it's River and then Ayla creating. 0.67 damage divided by gold. Say this every video. There are some supports that are dealing 1-for-1 damage to gold, and there are some that are dealing 1 damage for every 2 gold. So Ayla more of a supportive support, traditional. 2.09 vision efficiency. When we combine the diffies here at 15 minutes, their bot lane's down about 90 gold, 1 CS, and up 60 XP. So essentially even against, Berserker Vulcan, Yeon Core JJ, Sven Isles. So that's a thing. Golden Glue's the coach. No international experience as a coach to speak of either. I know in the Pain Gaming video, a lot of people have tried to correct me that Zero was on Pain Gaming at MSI 2021, or with whoever went to MSI 2021. But if he's not accredited on Wikipedia with it, then another coach must have been the one doing, I'm not saying that he didn't do any work or nothing, but that we give, if they're getting credited with it, then they're the ones that were credited with being the coach. So that's whatever. Had that much of a role in the team, if you will. But this squad, like I said, I'm happy to see it here. I don't have high hopes for it. I think there are better teams from minor regions at this event easily. I think, going into a Viking Esports, Quid into Katie is going to be interesting. Katie is experienced. He's played better players than Quid. And Kiea could eat Sniper alive as far as Gam's concerned. Um, Bot lane, I don't think this bot lane is much better than. I mean, shoot, it might. There are better bot lanes in this tournament, in the play-in stage. So this team, I mean, if the young players show up and it's not too big of a moment, they have the potential for sure. I said, when I talk about Sniper, he might show up at a high level. This is, a big moment. But at the same time, if they don't show up, it's not something to condemn them for. I feel like some people will because it may be the first time the LCS does not get out of play-ins, but this squad has young players on it. And if you condemn them and give them crap and harass them and drag them through the mud because they don't, then they're never going to become anything. And unfortunately, the people that say that usually are those that never became anything to begin with. And, they're jealous and things like that. Otherwise, why would they be, talking at all about some 17-year-old kid playing on an international stage? I mean, at 17 years old, they were probably, well, I can't say it, on the video, but you could imagine what they were doing. So, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.